What's up, guys? Welcome to FS25. Today we're doing a tour of a map from the Mod Hub. It's under European maps. It's called Rottumer Island. And here's the map of it right here. We're going to be taking a little tour of this and kind of checking out everything. Now, I've been around it a little bit. I've been here for about half an hour kind of checking it out and figured, yeah, let's check this out. It reminds me of a couple maps I've seen before that were based in the Netherlands. I think that's kind of the theme here. So what we're going to see is very long straight roads, lots of long straight roads, but there's some really beautiful back roads here too, though. It's a really cool map. Starting off, let's check out the map here. So you start off with, you got these three, I guess, grass fields right here. Got a cornfield right here, but we also own, looks like a wheat field up here. So there's two farms. You start off owning, I believe, if I recall in the description, I think it said a dairy farm and an arable farm. Well, anyway, so there's a farm up here, and there's one down here. However, if you go to land, farmland, you see that you own. Now, I like when maps do this. I've not seen this in a while. You start off owning the fields that I showed you. You know, these three grass fields, the cornfield, and the wheat field. But you own all of the stuff in between, all the roads and everything, which I think is cool because it doesn't like give you any extra land, really. It just makes it so that it's convenient. So if you spill something on the road or whatever, you can scoop it back up. You can plow the roads. It means you can put stuff on, you can build stuff in between fields. It's convenient, you know, it's just convenient. All the you know, the wasted land in between the fields you already own. I think it's cool when maps do that. I've not seen that in a while. So anyway, just kind of poking around this farm down here. I consider this a starter farm because this is the first place I went, but when you spawn in the map, you actually start off here at the end of this pier. This is where you start off here. I came to this farm first, but let's check this out. Let's drive around a bit and check out some of the map. So yeah, very long straight roads. You know what? Let's go. Yeah, let's go this way first. I think this is a cool way to go. We'll see. And lots of ditches. Pretty much all the roads, all the fields are lined with ditches. I think that's what it reminds me. There's been a couple Dutch maps, one for sure I saw that had this kind of feature to it. So yeah, be careful where you drive because there's pretty much ditches literally everywhere. Of course, you can always fill them in. You can fill these ditches in, join the fields, you know, whatever. They're pretty, but yeah, you got to mind those. There's a lot of pretty places on the map. The map looks really good. Although, like, the roads are a bit long and straight, and they're kind of perfectly smooth. Now, that said, just random thought, the map author has updated this map twice now, I think. I think this is in, like, I think this is after the second update it's received. And he has said that he was going to add stuff, I think, which is not in the latest, you know, update. So I guess that means there's still updates coming for it. I think the roads are kind of plain. Like, there's not even any potholes or cracks or anything, but, you know, whatever. Because the rest of it's so beautiful is what I'm saying. Like this place right here. What is this place? Let's check this out. This right here is, just a little restaurant placey. Very cool. There's a lot of quaint little locations like this here. Right, so, and there's a lot of places, it's not just one town with one, actually there is no town here really. Yeah, everything's just kind of sprinkled around the map, which I think is cool. Let's check this area out up here, because I haven't been up there. But yeah, like this road here, this is very typical of the map Rottumer Island. These long straight roads, which, that's cool. The fields are kind of small to small, medium-sized fields. But yeah, I suppose a lot of these you could make bigger fields out of. But you got to really mind the ditches and getting equipment on and off the fields and working them, as you can see. Yeah, a lot of the fields are... so this right here, I'm just saying this design here is very typical of what you'll see here on Rottumer Island. So ditches and stuff like that. I want to check out this road over here. It might be kind of scenic. We'll check out the other farm. We'll check out the equipment that you start with, etc., like that. Oh, what's this? Okay, I'm curious. What's this look like over here? Let's see. Well, I just saw sky, so I want to check it out. Well, Okay. So I guess that's one way to do the edge of a map, right? I mean, if your map is an island, then you're in luck at designing the edge of the map because it's an island. All right. Oh, here we got a curvy road. There's a couple curvy roads, but most everything's really straight. And it's not perfectly flat. There's some rises up and down, which I think is cool. Oh, this goes kind of way out here. It's a kind of a medium field there. This goes way out here a little bit. And then here, let's drive back kind of into the interior of the island a bit. So there's, how many fields? I didn't see. There's this many. There's exactly this many fields. Yeah, it looks, it's kind of hard to tell where the roads are. The roads aren't really on the map. Like, for instance, let's see here. I'm going to grab my mouse. For instance, we'll take this road. This road is really pretty. There is a road through here. However, this is not a road. So this is one of those maps where the roads aren't necessarily on the map. You just got to learn which spaces in between the fields are roads and which aren't, I guess, because what I showed you, yeah, this is a road, but then it isn't. But I believe I drove down. Yeah, right here. Yeah, so this is a really cool looking road. In fact, yeah, the roads, the actual roads, I found kind of very straight and boring. I wish more of the roads in the map looked like this. This is really cool right here. So if I was farming here, I'd want to use roads like this to get around. What is that in the distance? Some kind of windmill or something? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. A two-bladed windmill. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. Yeah, no, I've never seen a windmill like that. Interesting. Not in real life, and not in Farming Simulator either. Ah, that's very cool. Right, so, yeah, see, this is a beautiful road here. Some little hills, a bridge, which, ooh, that bridge could be really difficult to get some equipment across. That could be. But yeah, this road is cool because it kind of zigzags back and forth a little bit. It kind of goes up and down a little bit. And then this comes. Oh, don't fly off the road here. I'm not very good at steering cars. Well, I'm used to driving tractors. Yeah, the road kind of comes here and then it disappears, which, yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's like, so, yeah, it looks like there's a road there, but there's not. Right. So, back down here. Let's go check out this other farm, which I think is going to be up here. That's a cool looking field. Yeah, it looks cool down here. Are we headed toward the other farm? Let's see. Yeah, we are kind of. We're going to go up this road here. And this will take us up toward the other farm. Yep, and lots of ditches everywhere, so be careful while you drive. Yeah, we're on the bike because I accidentally put the car in one of the ditches. You know, I put the car in a ditch. I didn't want to deal with it, so I got the bike. So be mindful of the ditches. Yeah, because I already wrecked into one. Up here is the other farm. We'll have a look at the equipment you start with. So lots of, I like the production points and the points of sale and stuff like that. All the places around the map are designed very well, I think. It's, you know, everything looks really cool and pretty. I guess this would be the cattle farm. It looks like a giant cattle barn there. Which, I mean, I'm guessing because I thought the map description said that there was a cattle farm and an arable farm. However, you would think the cattle farm was the one with the grass fields, so maybe I'm wrong. Is this just a barn and not a cattle barn? Yeah, this is just a big garage. That's my bad. Okay, yeah. I was going to say. So yeah, this would be the regular farm. Let's have a look at your equipment here. Let's open this up. Some light in here. All right, so we got, here's your equipment. There's some at the other farm too. We'll have a look. All right, so yeah, we're kind of taking a little drive around the map. I think we've really kind of seen... I mean, we can look at stuff specifically, but let's drive around a little more. How do we get out of here? Ooh, where does this go? Oh, okay, this goes back to the road, it looks like. yeah, these are... I think they're kind of like too perfectly straight, but, you know, whatever. You could expect a lot of very long straight drives here. Maybe, hey, maybe that's... Yeah, well, when I saw this map, I thought it looked like the Netherlands, because I've seen around here some, and maybe that's just how it is. Maybe lots of everything's long and straight, you know, so there's that. And I like how it's... I do like how it's flat, but it's not perfectly flat. Oh, crap. Oh, we're stuck in one of these little roads here around the field, aren't we? Alright, so how far do we have to go to get back onto our road? How do we get around the ditch? Yeah, how far do we have to go around to get around one of these ditches? Yeah, okay, you know, if you're asking me, it's a bit, yeah, a little bit, inconvenient. How do we get back to the road? Alright, we're going to do a little supercross action here, I guess, to get back on the road. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I don't know how the heck... I mean, like, some of these fields... Yeah, like, if I want to get to, say I want to get to this field up here with all the weeds on it, I don't know how I would get to that field. If I want to get to this field right here, I guess we're going to have to go... Get to it from here? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Nowhere in this direction, so... may find that a little inconvenient. Well, let's check some more of this out. So, long, straight, flat roads. But like I said, you know, it's flat, but it's not too flat. Right when I'm thinking the island is too flat, there's a little bump or a hill or slope or something, which I think is cool. I want to see this windmill up here, where this weird-looking two-bladed windmill. Where is this at? What's here? Oh, nothing. Yeah, how do we get down into these fields? So, oh, here's a field we own. I didn't notice this. Apparently we own this. Am I seeing that right? Yeah, there's a grass field here we own. I didn't notice that. That's cool. So you own a grass field here. Yeah, you can drive to that. Yep, no ditch there. There you can actually drive to. It's down here. So let's take this road here. Yeah, so guys, this is Rottumer Island. So, unique things seen about the map is, well, you start off owning two different farms. You got equipment split amongst them. Just check out the equipment here. Here's the equipment. If you can make sense of this list. Some things here. I'd say pretty basic starting equipment, except I think I saw like a couple more tractors than you. So like 4 tractors on the list. 3, maybe. Boy, I hate this list. I hate that dumb list. I wish we had a garage like in the last game. It looks like maybe 3 tractors. Okay, it looks like kind of a basic starting fleet. Split between the 2 farms. You know, and about, what, 5 fields starting off. 4 grass fields, a wheat, and a corn field. Fields are kind of, yeah, you'd want smaller, medium equipment. Yeah, this is a place where small equipment would work just fine. Yeah, so that's a tour of Rottumer Island. Tell me what you think down in the comments below, guys. I thought I'd check it out, and it's definitely something interesting. I haven't seen a map like this yet for FS25. Now we have one like this. There was a couple maps like this for FS22. Yeah. Can't remember. Yeah, there was a Dutch map that reminded me a lot of this. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, yeah. Leave your comment down below. Guys, subscribe and follow along for more. We do map tours and farming and truck driving and all kinds of fun things here on the channel. I'll see you guys here probably tomorrow. Whoa, wow. Oh, do you see that? That was cool. Yeah, that was... so, guys, I'll catch you next time, all right? Take care. Peace out.